morning, Louis.
Good morning, Greg. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just peachy. How about you?
I can't complain.
How about you?
Today's Sunday,
And
June the 23rd, 2019.
2019, and we want to welcome you to another edition of Garage Door Politics. I'm Greg,
And I am Louis.
and we are live from our studio in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's
And-
right.
and
Famous Las Vegas.
famous Las Vegas. Anyway, we want to welcome our viewers on live on Facebook, on podcast viewers on YouTube, and our audio podcast listeners on Anchor FM, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, and the list goes on and on.
We had to start to write down that.
I don't know. It's getting a lot. But anyway.
Okay.
This week
What
was
we
kind
have to
of
do now?
kind of
I
busy.
got things to do.
No, it was busy this week. I want to start off with, the big news. The Iranians shot
Right.
down one of our unmanned drones,
Right.
and
$120 million.
that's all. It was $120 million, and
That's a lot of money. I
uh,
never seen that kind of money. Have you?
only in a vault, in a bank vault.
Have you been there? Because I haven't even been there.
I'm not saying nothing about nothing. Anyway, the U.S. said it was in international waters, and Iran said it was in their airspace. So, it's like a
He says, she says.
yeah, pretty much.
Same situation.
Anyway, we
It
had
was very
documentation.
difficult, no.
But President Trump was ready to pull the trigger. He's ready to pull the trigger on a strike on Iran, and at the last minute,
He held his horse.
he held his horse. So what do you think about that? You give your opinion, and I'll give mine.
Oh, my opinion about that is, which I have been saying that for over 1 year now. Big Mouth. He comes roaring like a lion. Now he's going back, reversing as a sheep. He shouldn't do that. And this morning I was seeing, people on TV exactly talk about that, and I keep telling you, he has a big mouth. When he was running for president in 2016, Obama, always Obama. Obama used to tell everybody what he was going to do. I'm not gonna tell you he's doing the same thing. Obama was always bringing back the line. He's doing.
Well,
There is a situation now.
I disagree with that. So,
That's okay. Isn't that we are here for?
well, I don't know. We can't agree all the time.
That's right.
Okay, but hurry up and finish your dissection there.
Oh, no, I got lost. Go ahead.
Lost. My assertion is when President Obama, when Syria was gassing their own people and killing them, that was a little different than shooting down an unmanned drone. So there's always different ways,
Different situation.
different situation. But Obama stepped back 3 times on that.
Well, that's the first time for Trump.
Well, but
And I do
but
believe
it's
he's
a
going to
different-
do it
it's a-
more and more
It's
again.
a different situation altogether.
Same thing.
It's a different situation because
If
there's no
we attack
lives involved.
if
There was
you-
no lives involved, only money
Where?
in this latest incident.
On the drone?
Yes.
Yeah, but we
there was no
attack.
lives involved. But that's why he didn't. He
We
wanted to step
attack-
back. I think
there will be losses
well,
involved.
but if Iran keeps it up, then whose fault is it?
Well,
Whose fault is it?
you want to know something? You know what's going to happen now?
What? What's going to happen? Look into your crystal ball.
Right.
You kind of look like a gypsy anyway. So anyway, look into your crystal ball there and tell us. Tell us what's going on.
They're going to retreat a little bit now.
You think Iran's going to back off?
Not back off.
What do you think?
Different words, different meaning.
Okay. Okay.
They're going to retreat a little bit and not be so, that's what I expect. Belligerent.
Well, also too.
Just for a while. You know, it's now, here and there.
But they leveled more sanctions against Iran, so that was our response basically. Tighten the screws on it. So this
Who
is what
suffers?
this is what I think is going to
Who
happen.
suffers?
You know,
The population.
the first time it's always shame on Iran. Second time will be shame on us. So if they poke the bear again, I think there's going to be consequences that they're going to have to deal with because
Oh, yeah.
the next time I think if they do something like this, it's not going to be an unmanned drone because they already came out and said that they could have shot down a Navy jet. They could have shot one
Well,
down.
they tried already to shut down 2 drones. The first, they failed.
But I'm talking about a Navy jet with people on it. They said they could have done that.
That's gonna be that.
Well,
See,
that would be the end of that.
That's rhetoric.
You know, it's saber rattling. But I think the
They're
sanctions.
not gonna do it
I think the sanctions
because they
are
know
biting.
what's gonna happen.
I think the sanctions are biting,
What?
and
You saw what I sent to you this morning
yeah.
about Iran
The sanctions
They
are
are
struggling. Yeah, well.
struggling. You gotta be crippled.
So the only
So
thing.
they are trying to do something.
But the only thing they
To get out of
understand, the only thing they understand is what they do. There's no other way that they
Well-
understand anything because the Ayatollahs know that they have to keep their people under control. So at all times.
Oh, if they don't do it,
They're
they
being-
lose.
That's what I mean. So they have to do things in accordance to their religion and the way that they live, and they
The way
want
the
to.
Ayatollahs want,
Well-
not what the people want.
No, it's not. I know
the
that.
people in Iran, they are very much like us, Westerners.
Nearby.
Well,
Nearby.
they have been changed over since 1979 or 76, whatever.
It was 79 when they took over, and then they
78.
79 is when they took our hostages.
But they were already in power. That I don't remember.
They call it the Islamic Revolution, is what they call it. And that's when the
Okay.
Shah, the
between
Shah.
quotes.
the Shah had to flee.
Because he had, I know he was stringent man within Iran, but he was following our ways of life. And the population liked it.
Well, I understand that, but
They don't like it now,
Well-
but they can't say it.
so what are they going to say? What are they going to say? Because they'll be in a public hanging. And they'll be at the end of the rope.
Easy.
Or a firing squad, or
Oh.
whatever.
Or even worse.
Or even worse. I mean, it's just amazing, and that whole region over there, Saudi Arabia is the same way. They're the same way. They just, they want to rule like they were back in the
1,500 years ago.
right. That's the way they want to rule.
And they want to keep it that way.
Well,
That's the
not only
idea.
that, they still want to have all the technology too, but they want to rule like they were back in the Stone Age.
With our technology.
Right. But they still death to America, always.
You're right.
And that's what it is. Death to Israel, death to America.
That's to America,
And-
that's to Israel.
Well, it's anyway.
They keep dreaming.
Dreaming. I'm dreaming.
That's to America.
of you tonight. I ain't gonna sing. Anyway.
They keep dreaming.
Anyway.
And they know if we do. You want to know something?
That remains to be seen, though, on what's going to happen with the situation.
This is going to extrapolate for the next 2-3 weeks.
And it's going to be for a while because the sanctions are kicking in, and now that the nuclear deal, we're out of the nuclear deal.
That's it.
And it's just not.
They already ripped it off.
Well, that's okay. It's all gone, but we'll revisit that when we need to. But I just wanted to get that out there because it's just something we got to keep our eye on. Something we got to keep our eye on.
And you're always on top of it. Now,
But
a
hold that thought.
little different.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Hold that thought. You know what? When me and Louie were deciding to start our podcast, we didn't know how to do it. We didn't know if we could do an audio, video. We kind of just were searching. But when we started to get this podcast off the ground, we found this a place that we could do it on the audio, get to and put it on different platforms, and like other places where people like to listen. And then we also wanted to make money off of it, if possible, to get sponsors. The answer to all this is Anchor FM. Anchor FM is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. And best of all, it's totally 100% free and easy to use. Plus, Anchor matches you with sponsors, so you can get paid to podcast. So you can have a podcast about anything. Ants crawling. I mean, I don't know. It is whatever you want to do. What's ever in your wheelhouse. So anyway, just go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start. And like I always tell Louie, it's so easy a caveman can do it. So.
I'm the caveman.
Right. Anyway, so moving on from Iran.
Immigration.
Yeah, we had a little, I don't know.
Another situation.
Well,
hey, that's another Trump situation.
Why?
I'm gonna tell ICE to get 200 million. Well, 2,000.
200 million?
A matter of speaking.
200 million?
Yeah. Gonna get them out of the. Now he came back like a sheep. I'm gonna wait 2 weeks to give the Democrats
Well,
whatever he wants. I don't think the Democrats are gonna give
They
him.
got to do something, and I'm gonna tell you why, Louie. I'm gonna tell
I
you
know
why.
that.
The ball's in Congress court. It's been in their court for a long time now. I wish they'd dribble it or pass it or do something with it.
He's bouncing around.
And bouncing around off people's heads, I think. I think they think they're in the World Cup. But anyway, it's gotta, something's got to happen here, because this has gone on. There's people down there, and now,
Suffering.
and now I want to play a soundbite from our favorite smartest woman in the world. Smartest woman in the world. You know who that is? Who's the smartest woman in the world?
Oh, okay.
Well, let's hear a soundbite for her comparing the detention centers to Nazi concentration camps.
Concentration camp.
The United States is running concentration camps on our southern border. And that is exactly what they are. They are concentration camps.
Now, and then she comes back and to defend her comments on that, she compared the detention centers on the southern border. That's going to, by the way, going to run out of money at the end of the month because Congress will not fund it. Another thing. Well, this is her in Washington now defending her Instagram comments on the concentration camps.
First of all, I'm absolutely comfortable using that term because it is rooted in that academic definition.
She's a bring
When people, when the term concentration camp is evoked, what people think of are extermination camps. They think of Auschwitz. And I think what we need to realize is that
So now
one
she's
of the
comparing it to Auschwitz
lessons that
too?
we learned from both Holocaust
Anyway, she went ahead. This is. I have a question. Do they teach history in the schools anymore? Do they?
Not anymore.
I don't think so. How can you compare an immigration detention center where
But Greg, let's
It's not
put
a
it that way.
concentration camp.
Let me put it this way, please.
Go ahead. I'm ready to
Okay.
shoot that down.
They might, they might teach history in school, but the problem is, how many of the students can retain some? Sometimes it's not the teacher's fault,
Well, then whose fault is it?
the students.
But
Not 100%,
well,
but she might be under the 10% because listen like that. We had a level of people who voted for the Congress or the Senate.
okay, I understand
A
all that.
level. Now you see what? Ayuela being a congresswoman. How low are we getting?
Well, you know what?
She's just, what she do now? Carry plates and glasses of water or whatever they ask for. That's what we have now in the Congress.
Well, this is.
And you have the other one who, excuse me,
I want
who
to comment.
has been quiet so far.
Well,
I'm talking about
Omar.
I would say another word.
No, listen. Well, she came out in defense of AOC this week after AOC made those comments we just listened to about the concentration camps. She said that there are people concentrated, then they're in camps. So that's makes them concentration camps. So
Because they are concentrated.
people are concentrated in a camp. So they're concentration camps.
Brain dead.
And
They are all brain dead. Both of them.
Well, you know, it blows my mind because, you know, I don't know what qualifications you need to be in Congress, but evidently the standards have gone way down.
Well, the standards were high. Well, I would say 20 years ago.
Well, what are they now?
Oh,
Well, I blame it on
What
our
the-
colleges. I blame it on our colleges.
what college?
Any college.
Did she go to a college?
Boston University.
So,
AOC
I'm
went
not
to
going to
Boston-
say one word
Boston-
anymore because I'm going to play with the words.
Boston,
and I don't
Boston
like.
University is where she graduated from.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I just, I'm to the point now that.
You see, now, look at that. See what is going on now? Parents paying $500,000.
Oh yeah, the scandal. You know, they get their kids into a school and they don't even.
This is now.
This is all.
Now,
they
what
get.
the heck happened?
Nothing is retained up here. They only get this piece of paper that they
A
put
piece
on the
of
wall,
paper, that's all.
saying that they graduated.
I had to see many
Cum
people
laude
with
or
a
whatever
piece
they
of
call
paper
it.
on the wall, and I talk to them. They sound like brain dead.
I know.
I don't have that piece of paper.
Well,
but
do
they
you have?
do.
I don't have a piece of paper either.
Piece of paper means nothing to me.
Well, a piece of paper doesn't do your thinking. The brain
That's
up here
right.
does the thinking.
That's the one.
And then the brain
But
sends
they
a
don't
signal
have
to
it.
this one here, then this one
That
communicates the thinking.
yeah, but that's the problem. That's the problem with Trump.
Oh, come on now. Trump came out this week and in fact yesterday and said that the reason he did everything, he's got common sense. He's got
Oh
common
yeah,
sense.
where's the common sense?
He's got common sense more than what we just listened to.
He was instructed to do so.
Common sense. Common
Yeah,
sense.
he was instructed
Well,
to do so.
that remains to be seen. It ain't over till it's over,
Well,
like Yogi
listen.
Berra would say. It ain't over till it's over.
No, going back to Iran just for a half a second.
Okay, you're over.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Anyway, you're right. There's a lot of these new freshmen, and then Pelosi can't control them, and
She can't.
I feel sorry for Nancy this week. She's
in a very,
she doesn't
very
look
difficult
well.
situation.
She doesn't, and plus she don't look well. I think it's wearing on her too. I think it's
Of
wearing. on
course,
her.
she's an old woman.
Yeah. She's an elderly woman.
Well, like me,
Well, are you an elderly woman?
man.
I hope so. Don't get me screwed up on that. All right. Anyway, okay. We'll check back on that. Anyway, we're at our point of the podcast. We have our shame pile, and that's where we shame people, places, things, countries, TV stations. You know, just basically whatever we want to.
Whatever you want.
Anyway, who you got this week?
You right.
Okay, give us an extrapolation on that.
I already said.
Well, just in case somebody
You ain't got acting.
and
Yeah,
maybe
the
somebody
police in the Middle East.
Okay.
They are trying to take over everything in the area.
Okay.
Now, when we go after they start to scream, "Death to America! Death to America! Death to Israel!" I hadn't hearing those slogans for the last 45 to 50 years.
Death to America. I know. I heard him in the 70s, so.
The problem is,
Sorry about that. We started early.
the problem is, we are still alive
I know.
and poking on them.
I know. Well, my shame this week, and it seems like it's every week. I don't know why. But anyway, DHS is going to run out of funding at the end of the month for the not the concentration camps, the detention centers, AOC. Anyway, they're running out of money. They're going to have any money to house these people, to feed these people, to clothe these people, you know. And Congress is just sitting there. I think they want it to happen. I think they want this to happen.
Trump.
Exactly.
I know.
Exactly. It's a political move, and it's
Yeah.
a bullshit political move. You know, you got people's lives at stake here. You got people's livelihoods at stake. You got, you know, the Border Patrol came out and said that they're just overwhelmed.
Children.
And then
That's what even worse.
and the governor, the state of Texas, had to send National Guard troops down there to help the Border Patrol and the border agents and Homeland Security. He had to mobilize, and Governor Greg Abbott was not happy about it, and he was mad as hell with Congress too. So I'm saying we got a real problem down there, but everybody in Congress or whatever, they're playing political games. Political games.
We
and
have to
because
go
they don't
into
like
the machine and make it working again.
But
so far, it's just static.
no, because it's all Trump all the time. That's all they care about.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they care about. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. So, anyway, that's all we have this week. Our Garage Door Politics. We want to thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week on Garage Door Politics.
And have a good day.
All right, Louie.
Have a good day, Greg.
You too, Louie.
Nice talking to you.